Look at him, he's so weird. Narrator, Beastiee was different. He had bright green hair and mismatched shoes.
Yeah, what's with those shoes?
Kids at school made fun of him. They called him names and laughed.
You're such a freak.
I just want to fit in. Narrator, Beastiee felt alone. He just wanted to make friends. Every day was a struggle.
Beastiee would eat lunch by himself. He avoided eye contact. He wished things were different. Walking home, Beastiee stumbled upon a hidden grove. There, sitting on a moss-covered rock, was a wise old wizard. This was Polymer. He had kind eyes and a long white beard. Polymer knew about Beastie's troubles. Beastiee felt understood for the first time. Polymer gave Beastiee a small, smooth stone. S2, you are special. Never let anyone dull your sparkle.
This will give you courage.
Beastiee clutched the stone tightly. He felt a surge of hope. The next day at school, Beastiee felt different. He held the stone in his pocket. He took a deep breath and decided to speak up. When the bullies approached, Beastiee stood tall.
What did you just say? Narrator, his voice trembled. The bullies were taken aback. S1, stop it.
Did he just talk back to us?
They laughed, but Beastiee stood his ground. The stone in his pocket felt warm. Beastiee realized that courage came from within. He didn't need to change who he was. Polymer, watching from afar, decided to intervene. He appeared in the schoolyard, his eyes twinkling. With a wave of his hand, he transformed the bullies. They were now covered in mismatched clothes and strange hairstyles.
What happened to us?
The bullies looked at each other in horror. They felt the sting of ridicule. For the first time, they understood how Beastiee felt. Beastiee watched in surprise. He felt a pang of sympathy for them. S4, we look ridiculous.
Hurting them back won't solve anything.
He realized that hurting them back wouldn't solve anything. Section 5, Acceptance and Friendship, the Power of Empathy.
True beauty lies within. Judge not by appearance, but by the kindness in your heart.
The words resonated deeply. The bullies, humbled and ashamed, apologized to Beastiee. They realized the error of their ways. In that moment, something beautiful happened. Walls crumbled, friendship bloomed. S1, I forgive you. Section 6, Beastie's transformation from outcast to leader. Beastiee was no longer alone. He had found his voice. He learned the power of compassion and forgiveness.
I feel different now, stronger.
The other children, touched by his story, embraced him for who he truly was. Beastiee discovered a love for storytelling.
Let me tell you a story about kindness and acceptance.
Children gathered around, eager to listen. His green hair and mismatched shoes became symbols of his uniqueness. They were celebrated, not mocked. Beastiee had found his place in the world.
Remember, kindness is a ripple. It spreads outwards, touching countless lives.
Beastiee nodded, his heart full. He understood that true magic wasn't about spells and transformations. It was about the choices we make. It was about choosing kindness and compassion. Beastiee knew he would never forget Polymer's lessons. He carried them with him, a guiding light in his heart. S1. From that day forward, Beastiee made it his mission to spread Polymer's message.
He spoke out against bullying and encouraged acceptance. He knew that even small acts of kindness could make a big difference. He started a kindness club at school.
Children participated enthusiastically, organizing events and spreading positivity. Beastie's story became a beacon of hope, reminding everyone that true beauty comes from within. He proved that even the most ordinary of us can make an extraordinary difference. The schoolyard was no longer a place of fear and judgment. It was a place of acceptance and celebration.
Children learned to look beyond appearances and embrace each other's uniqueness.
Beastie's story taught everyone an important lesson. A lesson about empathy, about the power of kindness, about the importance of staying true to yourself. The world was changing, one act of kindness at a time, and it all started with a boy named Beastiee who dared to be different. Years later, the legend of Beastiee continued to inspire. His story was passed down through generations, a timeless reminder that true strength lies in kindness and compassion. The world embraced his message of acceptance. People learned to celebrate their differences, recognizing that diversity is what makes life beautiful and meaningful. And so the tale of Beastiee, the boy who taught the world to look beyond appearances, lived on, reminding us that even in a world that often focuses on the superficial, true beauty always shines through.